Welcome back to Shin Megami Tensei III. Last time we kind of explored the first kalpa of the labyrinth of Amala. We're now technically in the second one right now, but I haven't actually finished it, and I went down a ladder, so maybe this is progression perhaps. You don't want to go any further. It's cursed, you know? Yeah, I don't care. Last time there was danger. I'm just going to go on ahead anyways. Oh, actually, I've never seen an enemy before. So you have a Tyrant Havadon here, and also a Floros. So level 69, I did not expect to see that right here, but okay. Boost up physical attack here. I didn't actually check the stats on this guy right over here, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna repel magic, and it's gonna work. Yeah, just ice damage. There we go. Oh, the guy on the left looks a lot like the boss we fought in one of the pyramids. Okay, we got debilitated. Hades Blast. Unfortunate that it wasn't physical. At least our reflect, I mean. There we go, nice crit. Probably Hades Blast, yeah, let's do it. Okay, we got a miss there, that's fine though. Oh, a retaliate, okay. Ice damage, here we go. Very cool. And then I can probably just either finish it off with a Deathbound or play it safe and do a Meteor-Ahan, there we go. And let's see what they do. Very powerful crits here, but I'm healthy, it's fine. Oh, also ice damage. That's fine, because I can just finish this off with one more Deathbound. There we go. So those are really tough enemies, but we get a level up for the main character, level 74, Holy Wrath. Okay, let's see what this does into agility. There we go. And then this is probably like a weak skill I'm not going to use. Yep, halves the HP of all foes, not going to happen. Get out of here. We have unleashed the full power of Sophia, so we can probably switch off into a different Magatama. Yeah, I suppose this is fine. We're gonna have the Vimana here, so we could potentially get Javelin Rain, and the floor hurts. Liftoma, if that is how I prevent that. Is it? Oh no, it's just damage. That's not good. Okay. Do I die from walking on here, or is it like a percentage based? How do I prevent the damage here, actually? And how big is this room, anyways? Am I even supposed to be here? I don't think I am. But we'll just have to keep going on through. I think that there will be enemies very soon, but there we go, we went through the door. And it just keeps on going. Oh. I think what I will do is use Estoma here to lower the encounter rate for the low-level enemies. Assuming these enemies are considered low level, I'm not really sure because I'm level 74. But let's see if it works after I walk through here. And then I'll probably heal again every time I'm red. We have plenty of Meteor-Ahans to go around, and no, it does not count. Okay. I wonder if I can run, though. So let's see if I can. Okay, there we go. We can, in fact, run, so that's fine. So every 3 steps, I will pretty much have to heal. So this is going to be a little rough. I will cut through this just so it's a little less painful. Alright, let's keep going. So many damage here. Where is my destination? Oh, wait a second. Okay, so I did go in a circle, but there appears to be like an area here, so let me see if I can get back there. Okay, so I made it back to this part. It seems to be like a spiral almost, so I just have to play it very safe, and every time the bottom right flashes red, I'll have to heal, but unfortunately I wasn't able to, so I'm just going to Meteor-Ahan here, and then I'm going to go for the retreat, just to hope it works. There we go. So it seems like these enemies here don't really like try to catch you. I just have to be very lucky that they don't get a first attack when I'm in the low state. So now that it's red, I'll have to go into my inventory to heal. A Meteor-Ahan should be fine enough to survive a little bit. And there's another door here, which I do not trust. There are enemies here, but it seems pretty simple. I'll just Deathbound. And then it's pretty much safe from there, honestly. Yeah, there we go. And we survived that wave. 1 HP as well, which is fine because even if they do manage to get 1 turn off, I have Endure, so it's still all fine and good. So this door actually tells you where it's going to put you, so I want to go this way, and then I'll be fine. Let's keep going. That's probably like our way back, if I had to assume. That's why it's a one-way door. Which is nice, I suppose. And there's a ladder here. So let's go down the ladder. Of course, I take one more bit of damage just because. And this place seems to be much safer. Yeah, luckily I have Meter Horn that just heals everyone to full, so it's really much fine. Just in case, I'll just make myself invisible regardless, because there's no way there's enemies still super dangerous down here. Yeah. Let's talk to this guy. I can't believe someone would really come all this way down here. You see, I made a bet with a buddy of mine. If someone actually made it this far down, I had to give that person a prize. Looks like I lost. Here, take this. You obtained 250,000 Maka? I like you. Come back later, I'll tell you something you might want to know. So there really was a purpose to go all the way down here. I did not expect that, but I'll take it. We'll just have to make sure we survive and actually get back in one piece. So I'm just gonna waste the encounter here and then go back up, and hopefully we will return back. If I die, I'll obviously show it, but just to save time, I'll just cut. Okay, so they got a first attack here, so let's see what happens. Ah. Okay, we're fine here. Let me just deathbound real quick. Very nice crit. Go for a punch. And there we go. Very easy. A simple bead can fix all of our problems. And we are out of there. So now we have a bunch of money, and I'm just going to go back and save and see where I can actually find a progression spot. Now my only guess as to where to progress is probably jumping down one of these holes, because they're bound to lead me somewhere. So let me try this one. Just real quick. And this one leads me to... oh, a moon key area. So that's actually perfect because I do have the moon key. So let's hopefully get to the third kalpa after this, I suppose. If it is, of course, the right way to go. And we have another jump off type of zone right here. So let's see where this leads. And a ladder. Oh, this is actually the other side of that one place we were actually at. Yeah. Oh, and it's these soul people who will give us a drink and make us pass out and appear at the top of the labyrinth, which I don't want to do that just yet, because I already saved and all that. I'm keeping the 500,000 Maka for good, because I did in fact save, so that's wonderful. I'm not sure what to spend it on, but probably like a ton of chakra drops, and it seems like we are now at the third kalpa. Well, technically the second one still, but we will examine this hole right here. We've already seen this cutscene before, so speed it up. Oh, you're actually bringing it up on the wheelchair, okay. I don't think we've seen that before, unless I'm crazy and I completely forgot about that ever happening.
I see that you are making steady progress in recovering the menorahs.
Yes, I am.
By the way, did you not encounter a large number of souls in this
Oh
room?
yeah, there was a lot of souls. Lots of them, different colors
They are
too.
the imprints of humans in your former world, who were purified by death.
I see.
Even after drifting to the farthest reaches of Amala, they still cannot let go of the past.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Many of them were involved with a man you've met.
Oh yeah, it was a koala, right?
A man by the name of Hikawa.
Called it. Pre-watch.
He is the one who led your world to destruction. You
All right.
stand here as the result of his acts in the former world.
Yeah, it
I
seems about
commend
right.
you for making it this far. I wish to tell you something that you, as a human, would not otherwise have learned.
Alright, give me some info.
About his past, and what caused the conception.
So we're actually getting backstory of Hikawa here. Even though this is like entirely optional, so that's pretty cool. Oh, we got a
The
cutscene
Ring
here.
of Gaia's headquarters.
Another one, I suppose.
This is
Ring
where
of
they
Gaia.
started.
I do have a Magatama like that.
They were a group who absorbed all forms of doctrine, for they believed they could discover the truth from chaos.
I wonder why the Gaia Magatama was inside of like the headquarters
But
of the
even within that
Igabaguro.
cult, he was
Mantra.
regarded as a heretic. Yes, I am referring to the man who changed your destiny, and that of the world. He firmly believed that his ideal could not be found in reality.
This guy's forehead is huge.
That it could only be brought about by his own hand. And ultimately, he reached beyond the scope of mankind and plotted the creation of the world.
He should have made a better world. This place
Fate
sucks.
is drawn to a strong will, it seems. As such, he uncovered a crucial method to make his plot a reality. This was the Scripture of Miroku, buried deep within the ring's library.
Miroku, I think I've heard that before. Must Relevant, I suppose.
With
Oh,
the
is that where the
scripture
first
in
one
his
is?
possession, he reconstructed the spinning drum of Amala.
Yeah, okay. And he studied it.
By deciphering the symbols on the drum, he gained access to the Amala universe and learned of the conception, the fated destruction of the world.
Listen, he lucky.
That incident at the park followed shortly thereafter.
Yeah, the protest or whatever from those cultists.
You see, for creation to be possible after the conception, certain preparations were necessary.
Alright.
Thus, the demons which he summoned were unleashed,
Oh, and that's what happened there,
and a
okay.
bloody act of carnage ensued.
Yeah, we know about the story of Yogi Park, so we're actually getting some info of what actually happened. Yeah.
This is a man who decided to take
that Osei?
control of the inevitable.
That's totally
The
Osei's
death and
back
rebirth
sprite
of
right
the
there.
world. Of course, there were those among the Gaians who opposed him, and the Messians tried to stop him as well. But he eliminated both threats at once with the power of his demons. With all opposition removed, he watched silently as the conception took place. It was just as foretold in the scripture of Miroku. No, just as he planned after unraveling its prophecy. The Assembly of Nihilo was also formed at that time to aid him in creation.
That was a lot of
That is what
flashing
happened in
lights. Okay.
Tokyo. The conception occurred as he planned, and now creation will follow.
Yeah, and that's what I'm supposed to be doing, except I took a huge detour.
However, the future is not set. We have yet to see what will happen.
Exactly.
Perhaps the world can even be freed from the perpetual cycle of creation.
Yes, so it seems like I can't exactly do that if I'm down here, though. But we're gonna keep progressing the labyrinth of Amala anyways,
We
just
have
to see
faith
what
in
happens.
you, and will continue to watch you.
So that was a cool cutscene. Anyways, I skipped the clapping part because you don't need to see all that because we've already seen that multiple times. And is that in our whatever his name was, the guy that blocks physical? Let's see him. I see thou art in anticipation. There needeth not a reason to hide it. About that, I understand thy joy. I cannot suppress mine own. As another friend to drink mead with, I shall tell thee something interesting. If thou takest purple maca in succession, thine earning shall be even more. Try and strikest anything you can. I've amassed as much wealth that way. Ha ha ha. So this is the maca grinding spot, is it? Not that I really need it, because I already have like 500,000, but who knows? Maybe I do need like 1 million for something. Maybe the final Magatama if I have to buy it. But the only, like, the most expensive one so far was probably the Sophia, I believe, being like 120,000 or something. But there we go, that's the punch there. There's a lot of rocks here. They look kind of like Dragon Balls almost, if they had like stars, of course. I'm not sure how long the punching hitbox actually lasts, but I hope it's long enough to not just get comboed by rocks if I miss. Oh, there is actually a lot of coins there. I don't see any purple. Ow. Ow. Okay, I just keep getting hit. Oh, this is terrible. Well, it's a good thing I can heal at the end of this, so it really doesn't matter. I am sucking so hard at this. Am I losing money from getting hit by those? Probably. That was horrible. How much maca did I make? Or lost? 103, so I actually lost a bunch, didn't I? Anyways, I'm probably at 1 HP. Nothing a Mirahan can't fix, and there we go, we're at the third kalpa. Very nice. So yeah, I was kind of right, there was in fact 3, actually I didn't lose that much health. So there was in fact 3 places to put the menorahs. And what is this? The flames of the menorah of sovereignty is starting to flicker wildly. So is there a boss fight right here? Really? Okay, let's see what it is.
Well met, you who were once human.
Oh, the White Rider.
The moment you stepped into this labyrinth, the wheel of fate began to
You know, I didn't expect to fight you here. I thought you were somewhere else.
Time is a loop that repeats repeats itself.
Oh, the Red Rider too.
However, we serve the fallen angel in order to rise above that fate.
Okay.
You wish for the same thing, do you not?
Yeah, sure, buddy, whatever you say. We also have the Black Rider.
We, the four horsemen,
There's only 3 of you.
possess what thou seekest.
What do you mean 4 horsemen?
Thine they shall be, if thou canst triumph over us.
Where's the 4th though? Oh, there he is, Pale
You
Rider.
have conquered a number of deaths to reach here.
Yeah.
Whether it be you or one of us.
Well, I'm gonna survive all of them.
These our masters wish that one fiend survive this battle over the menorahs.
Yeah, I've already like slaughtered a ton of fiends for the menorahs, so I think I'm on a good streak right here.
When his wish comes true, he shall make the decision to lead his army to the final battle.
I see. So I need to kill all the fiends. Seems good enough.
Resolve to face
Of
us,
course I have enough resolve. Look, have you seen my level?
if it may cost you what is left of your humanity.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but I do have save points for that reason. Oh, I'm ready.
Very well. That is just the answer we were expecting.
So yeah, more skeletons. That's what the fiends are. They're all pretty much skeletons.
Show us the strength that our masters.
Which makes you wonder if the demi-fiend's skeleton inside of his own body is actually a fiend, and that's why he's called demi-fiend.
The four horsemen of the apocalypse shall meet in the vortex world.
The Vortex world, huh? So that is the world outside of the Amala labyrinth, right? Well, anyways, I'm gonna put in my menorahs here, and then I'm gonna probably head out of here, and yep. Okay, so here's where we actually need to find the Horsemen, probably. So we're gonna actually head out of the labyrinth and see if I can find all of the Horsemen and kill them all and take all their menorahs. Alright, it's time to get drugged. Let's go! More! Okay, upon arriving to the Asakusa, the menorah of sovereignty is flickering wildly, which means the presence of the terrifying demon is right here. Let's do it! This guy is probably like a weaker boss anyways, so let's test our luck and power here. Finally, once again, we're facing off against a fiend at last. It's been a while, huh? Last time it was like before the dive building, I'm pretty sure. Which actually wasn't that long ago. Oh, they got eyeballs on that horse. I didn't even notice.
Meet again.
Yeah, it wasn't that long, actually.
It is the will of the menorahs, longing for but a single owner. They call out to each other and bring us together.
Yep. I swear those eyeballs weren't always there on that horse.
Fiends and reunite the menorahs, then so you should.
Of course.
But if you lack the strength to do so,
I don't like adding strength. I got like 37 right now, actually.
then you will fall by my arrow.
Well, this guy got arrows. Obviously, because he has a bow. I wonder what the crown is for, though. Maybe it's a part of, like, design choice. But anyways, here we go.
Attack me, you coward. I will not allow defending.
No defending, huh? Virtue appeared. Oh, actually, we fought these guys before, so they're not too tough. I can pretty much just use, it was either lightning or wind or force. So let me try, Bolt Storm, see what happens. Okay, so, it wasn't lightning anyways. I'm gonna be taunting you to lower the defense. There we go. Your attack does increase here, but who cares? As long as I do a, Tetracarn should be fine. Of course, this guy did say no defending, so I wonder if there's like a secret strategy there where defending actually kills you, but who knows? Let's go for probably a Deathbound and see what happens. Nice, we got a crit there. Dragon Eye. Alright, let's see what happens with your extra turns, that is. No Angel? Wow, you have 6 actions right there? Attack is fine because I blocked out with Tetracarn and immediately gets rid of all of those turns. Amazing that a Reflect actually does that. Super good. So I'm going to do another taunt here. And then with Nyx, I could probably just go for a Debilitate. And then Yurlinger can go for a defense boost here. Because we did, in fact, raise their attack by a lot. So let's see what happens with Prominence. Okay. Dodged. And we're Kunda is a defense decrease, which really doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure I can just death bunny and he dies, right? There we go, 2,000 with that. Not even a single target hit, it was a multiple hit attack right there, so my damage is very nice. So that is the first rider down. Menorah of Compassion acquired. So let's go on to the next one. Okay, here's the second one. The flames of the Menorah of Sovereignty are flickering wildly. Inside of the save room of the great underpass of Ginza, no less. So you can feel the presence of a terrifying demon. Will you stay here? Of course. Are you sure? Absolutely, I did just heal, actually. So let's see, the second rider. Back to back, we're gonna do all of them right now. So let's see what this guy does. For an entrance. Ah, it comes out of the ground, wonderful. So we got a red horse there, probably a red rider, right? Yep. So you're still alive, eh?
You actually managed to defeat one of us. Very impressive.
No, I completely forgot they were voice acted somehow.
But I won't be as easy as the White Knight. My crimson armor shall glisten with your blood.
You don't have any armor, actually. Unless you're the horse.
Death be unto you, demi-fiend.
Then again, the horse doesn't really have armor. Unless you count the hair as armor. Ugh. Let's see what this guy's gimmick is.
Your madness is my joy. Shall we begin?
Confusion, right? It's gotta be. So power appeared, so that means there will be light attacks, probably. So what I will be doing is a Tetraja Rock. It's been a while since I used Tetraja, so let's go for a taunt. And then we're gonna go for another Reflect Physical. Simply because I raised their attack, and attack really only matters for specific types of damage. Let's go for probably a Makakaja to raise magic for the Nixton to use like Megado next turn. The Kunda is fine, because the defense really doesn't matter that much. As long as I boost my own attack, it's fine. We have Bolt Storm, which is blocked, so that's fine. We're gonna go for a focus into probably a Spiral Viper to the middle. But we're gonna do another taunt here. And then we're gonna debilitate with Nyx. And then we're gonna pass with the Yearlinger. And then we're gonna go for a Spiral Viper right down the middle. 2,050, pretty nice. Now Terrorblade really isn't that bad, but there is a confusion there. So I was right about that, after I was talking about madness, so let's just pass. Now you can go for Hades Blast, because their defense is lower. Nice, all crits. And then we're gonna go for, we're gonna go for a Makara card. And you can just pass. Okay, cool. I'll just do a normal hit. Nice. And then we're gonna go for another Hades Blast, because I'm not worried about anything, really. Looks like he's low. Unless that's just like his idle animation when he's, I guess it is when he's low. There's no other explanation. But I'm now no longer confused, so that's very nice. Guillotine's fine. Dodged. Probably, I don't know why, actually. But there we go. We did block with Tetraja. Let's go for a Deathbound. Nice, and we killed all of them in one blow. And we get a Life Stone out of it. And almost a level up for Yearlinger. There we go, we obtained the Menorah of Insight. So let's move on to the next one, shall we? So you will not believe where the next one is. We're in the Shinjuku Medical Center, and we're gonna enter this door right here. The flames of the Menorah of Sovereignty are flickering wildly. Let's see it. Let's stay here. I also switched up the party very slightly. I wanted to go a more magic focused build, just for fun. Hello there.
We exist to watch over the Menorahs.
Yeah.
As long as thou seekest the Menorahs, thou art mine enemy.
That's cool.
I the Black Rider, shall judge thee.
Let's kill this guy.
Thy death draweth nigh, O
So, do you have dark attacks perchance?
Death shall come for thee, when thy soul is weighed by my scale.
Seems about right. Time to use that Tetraja rock. Oh, a Legion. Yeah, for sure. We're gonna use the Tetraja rock here, because the Legion is one of 2 enemies in this entire game that actually has killed me. So, let's not have it happen a 3rd time. So, we're gonna go for probably a Debilitate here. And then Nyx can also go for a Debilitate, probably. Just lay on the Debilitates. Actually, I'm gonna Reflect Magic. Just so, in case they use like a Dinkaja or something like that to get rid of their debuffs. I'm gonna raise magic attack for the party. That way my prominence from earlier will be way stronger. Normal attacks are fine because it does like very little. Lucky Conch is also fun because it just raises magic attack. And now I will do a focus for the main character so he can go for physical damage, while everyone else will go for magic. So let's do high fire damage to all foes. Or at least random foes, that is, not really all. And then we're going to go for a Megado here. Now, I do wish the Yearlinger was faster. That way I could go for the magic buff first, but it's fine. Now let's go for a Spiral Viper as soon as my turn happens. Alright, let's see what he does. More Legions. Alright, what did the Legions do though? Normal attack and Tempest, which misses everyone but Uriel. So let's go for a Spiral Viper on the main target. Boom. Lots of damage. Now let's go for probably one more Prominence. This should be good damage, right? Oh. Not really multiple hits though, which is unfortunate. But let's go for another Megado to hit everybody. Good damage. Very nice. And I'm feeling like I can do a Deathbound here, so let's go for it. Boom. No kill on the middle though, but it's fine. There's no way he's not low, right? Let's see what he summons. Makakasha, magic buff. Another Tempest, which is fine because we dodge all of that somehow. I didn't even raise my evasion that much. It was like once, wasn't it? Let's do a recovery for the party. And then we're gonna spice things up and go for a Debilitate. Double Debilitate here. Let's go. And then Yearlinger can pass, so I can go for a Deathbound. One shot? No one shot, unfortunately. Soul Divide. Well, I missed almost everyone, so it didn't even matter. But that's what the magic buffs are for. It is just to increase the main enemy with their Soul Divide attack. But we can just finish it off with an Agadine here, probably. I forgot that was not the AoE. But it's fine. Let's just make it do that. And there we go. Very clean boss fight with a level up on top of it. So level 67 Yearlinger, getting an electric boost, which is great, because I do have Boltstorm on this character. So they're going to be an electric-focused teammate. Oh, and also the Pisaka leveled up, I guess, but we're not going to be using him at all, so... And there we go. You obtained the Menorah of Wisdom. One left to go. The flames of the Menorah of Sovereignty are flickering wildly, once again. I can feel the presence of a terrifying demon. Will you stay here? Of course I will. Let's do it. The final rider.
It is time to settle this once and for all. Let us see whether or not you can best the 4 horsemen.
Of course I can. Let's beat this guy up.
Oh, son of man, can a human with the strength of a demon overcome the inevitable fate of death?
Personally, I think I can.
pass final judgment on you.
So we're now up against the final rider. Let's see how well this goes.
Behold, the land of the dead. It encroaches from the forge.
Encroach? I'm gonna have to look that up later.
Beware, or it will engulf you in an instant.
Call evil. Loa appeared. So this is like before dive building type of levels. So let's do another Tetrash Rock because these guys I believe do have like Hellgaze or something like that. So let's go for Sukakaja for more evasion. And then next can probably pass here because I don't really want to do anything just yet. And let's raise our magical attack. And then we're going to go for probably a focus. Just so my next blast is powerful. Light is fine, but that does give me a great idea to use a Tetrakarn. So let's go for probably a Bolt Storm just to see what happens. Okay, no weaknesses there, so that's fine. Let's go for a Prominence. Oh, nice. One down. Let's go for Tetrakarn. And then, I guess I can just go for a Tornado just to see what happens. Okay, so no weaknesses whatsoever. I was hoping to find out a weakness for the Loa, probably light or something like that. Honestly, I forgot, so it's whatever. But we do get the reflect there, so it's fine. And let's go for a Deathbound, boosted by focus. No crits, but good damage regardless. I will debilitate though, twice. Double debilitate is always nice. Which will then lead me to do a pass into a focus here, so I can go for a Spiral Viper next turn, which will be a -2 to defense, assuming they don't remove the defense downs, of course. Again with the double call Loas. Last Resort is fine because, oh. What is Last Resort, actually? Huh. Well, assuming that Deathbound works, I suppose it's fine, so let's just go for a Spiral Viper. Nice, we got a crit as well. It looks like he's low, so let's go for fire damage to random foes. Nice. Okay, he's definitely low at least, so let's go for probably another Debilitate, just to weaken their defenses once again, because my stats are lowered as well. And then I'm going to pass into probably another Spiral Viper. I don't need to focus because he's probably dead, right? No, okay, I probably should have focused then. But what I will do is one last Debilitate here, which should bring him to, what, -4 to all stats? Dragon's Eye probably is going to bring in more Loas. I was right, there is more Loas. Dormina, that is a sleep, and of course it hits me. Luckily there is no kill instantly when they're asleep attack. If there is, it didn't happen, so I'm fine. I will do a full HP recovery though, just so my main guy is healed. I will pass though into probably just a regular Bolt Storm here. Very nice, and we got the main target down. Now it's my turn once again. Venom Bite is fine because I dodge it. And then I'll just Spiral Viper and finish the deal. There we go. The final rider is down. No level ups, but we do get lots of experience and lots of Maka. And we obtained the Menorah of Majesty. And that should be pretty much all the bosses. Now, since I beat all 4 of the riders, we should be clear enough to go all the way back down to the 3rd Kalpa. However, because we're already about 40 minutes in and we did a ton of bosses this time, I kind of want to do the next episode all on the rest of the 3rd Kalpa, because I hear there's something very nice down there. It's also very good thumbnail material, because I already have the thumbnail set up for everything for this episode anyways, and keeping it short will be very nice. So, I will end things here. Like and subscribe to see the next one. Bye-bye.